guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of work on this Ford 3000 diesel. A couple things that need to be done. First of all, on this implement here, I don't know if you watched my video of me brush hogging with it. This wheel is very unaligned. You can look at it and you see how crooked the thing is. Somebody tried to fix this thing before, you know, it's like that. But somebody tried to fix it, and look at all these booger welds. This plate is lower than this one, which is causing it to turn this way. And also, if you look at the side, it's like this. So this needs to be straightened up. So I'm gonna chop this stuff off and re-weld it. Also need to check the fluids in there. There's a couple other little odds and ends. The injection pump is leaking, I believe, on this fitting right here, so I need to fix that. Also, can't see it from here, but this valve cover is also leaking, so I need to fix that. Another thing is, whenever I'm driving this, the battery's not charging and the charge light on the dash is coming on. So I believe it's the voltage regulator. I've already tried energizing the generator on it by connecting a positive, wire from the positive to the field winding on there, and that turned the light off for like a second, but you take the wire off and it comes back on. So that needs to be fixed. Also, I would like to put an exhaust muffler on this because it is extremely loud, and if you touch it you get kind of burned. So somebody put this muffler straight up, and I guess it's all right, but it's loud as crap. And I would like to have the muffler going through here and underneath. I think that's how it was originally, or I might just put a muffler somewhere up in the middle here. I just don't want this manifold to break by doing that. So if I do, I might have to add some kind of reinforcing bar to strengthen it up. If anybody was wondering about the other tractor, here's a sneak peek. Don't want to show you guys too much, but I am in the process of that. Should be done hopefully pretty soon. Since everybody wants to hate on my videos about me using pliers, I'm going to use some pliers on this just to make everybody happy. And I'll go ahead and use them to take the battery cable off also, just because I know how everybody loves it. Let's get rid of this junk. Some new wire here. Got all the wires ran. Everything's looking good. I got it on a battery charger just a little bit because this battery is going a little bit dead. But let me go ahead and unhook that and let's test. Let's go ahead and test what we got. So battery is at 12.74 and it's been charging, so it's good. All right, so our key is off. Turn it on. Our light turns on. Let's go ahead and see if this thing cranks up and the light turns off. Alright, looks like our light is turned off. And our volts are at 13.3, so I think we're good. Everything's looking good. Alrighty, so the next project is going to be this piece of junk here. Thing like barely even turns, but you can see how look how crooked this thing is. Look at the tractor, like the level of the tractor. This thing is like that. So let's get the thing cut off and fix it up. Blade on that thing anyway. That cut off. Pretty hot. Gotta finish grinding all that stuff off. Go ahead and take this bolt out. Alright, I got the persuader over here. Biggest piece of rebar I can find. Probably a little bit overkill. I'm gonna go over that with a couple passes, and that won't weigh it. All right, so I made up this piece of metal here. It's gonna go in like that. This arm right here is still like really warped. You can see it's twisted, so I couldn't get it perfect. I tried to bend it with the pipe wrench and everything, but it was just causing too much strain on everything else. So it's probably not going to be perfect, but it's going to be a lot better than what it was. And I mean, it's just an old brush hog, so I mean, as long as it works, then. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this welded on, and then we'll go ahead and finish welding this, put the grease zerk in, grease it up, and do a couple other little odds and ends, and we'll be done. Alright, got some nice booger welds on there, covered up with some paint for the welder that I ain't. Got a grease zerk in there, and yeah, let's go ahead and check this oil here. Let's see what it's looking like. Christmas cookies, anyone? I think this is just a check plug, but couldn't find a drain port on it anywhere. Ew. Nice and metallic-y looking. I'll let this drain out and fill it up with some fresh stuff. Who also hates the smell of this gear lube? Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Alright, that should be good. Might have to add a little bit more, but I'll have to go get some. Well, it did fit. See, I told you guys this is a hammer, and y'all doubted me. Put some new grease fittings on this thing too. Alright, let's put an exhaust on this thing. I was gonna run it underneath the tractor, but I don't know, I figured it just might get in the way, so and it'd be easier to do it this way. So I'm gonna do it like this here. Just chop that off. I'm gonna put some braces on it too. Be something like that. So my battery died, so I didn't get a lot of this on camera, but I made a bracket up here and bolted it to the exhaust flange, and that just made me a little piece like this. I'm gonna weld it here, and I weld it to that bracket back there, so it'll give it a little bit of stability. bolt everything and weld it up. Alright, it's getting a little late, guys, but I got the piece fully welded. Got this one welded. I had to cut it in half. So if you ever had to take the muffler off, you can. So I'm gonna take this piece of unistrut here, and I'm just gonna drill probably like 4 holes in it, and put some bolts through it. And that way you can take it off if you need to. And I got this piece welded on. I gotta expand this open a little bit, but that came out pretty clean. Check that out. The thing is solid now. A little flapper on it. I was gonna drill some holes through the tops here, but I really don't even think it needs it. And also I couldn't get the drill because that thing was in the way, but we'll see how that does. Okay, so I got this bolt right here, and I just pressure washed it so you can't see it, but it leaks oil really bad around it. And it's like the head's kind of broken off, and that's how it's supposed to look, and it's not like tightened all the way down. So I'm gonna try and get it out. I've been trying to use these vice grips. I can't get it. I'm gonna try this thing. I've like never used this before, but it's called a gator grip. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but let's give it a shot. That thing was on there pretty good with the vice grips, so I couldn't even budge it with those. So I don't know, maybe this will get it. I'll just get my camera to set. Just set it on here. I think it's getting it. Can't tell. I think it's getting it. Yes. It's kind of sticking now. I'm gonna work it back and forth a little bit. I don't think I could have got that thing out with anything else unless I welded something to it, or I don't even know if one of them bolt extractor things would have worked. But I cannot believe that. Check that out. The thing was so close to breaking off too. Look how rusted it is. Wow. Might have to use this thing more often. Let me find a bolt to go in there. just gonna put a little bit of this ultra gray on it, just to kind of move you guys out of the way here. Maybe that'll keep it from leaking. Alright guys, I think we are done. Let's go test this thing out. Alright, so one other thing before we get going, we'll go ahead and adjust these brakes. Steel screwdriver in here, and the adjuster. Say clockwise. Alright, so my brake adjuster came loose inside the drum, so I guess I gotta take this whole wheel off. So let me get to working on that. Alright, well, it looks like the original pad's here. And, what happened is this thing just kind of broke loose. And there should be another piece to it. Oh, here it is. Alright. So that just kind of came loose in there, which I don't think it should have done, so... Anyway, alright, let me grease this up and see if I can get it figured out. Yeah, this thing was kind of tight here. Get it off, I'm going to go ahead and take it to the wire wheel over here. nice and free now. Alright, let's go ahead and get it back installed on the machine. Alright, it's actually this way to adjust them. So you want to adjust them right to when you start feeling the brakes starting to rub a little bit. That's about it right there. They're just starting to rub, so I think we're good. Alright, let's work some YouTube magic. Alright, awesome. Just magically hopped on there with some anti-seize on the threads and all. Alright, I think we are finally done. Let's get it lowered down and let's go cut some grass with it. Alright guys, this thing's cutting pretty good. Got the wheels moving around nice and freely. And it's doing pretty good. So I think this is about the end of this video. Brakes are working good. Everything's it's a little bit quieter with that muffler too. So alright y'all, this is about the end of this video. Catch y'all later.